In this session, the intangible assets and the financial reporting of intangible assets like purchased intangible asset, then research and development, and intangible assets that are obtained during business combination. Okay, before going into all those intangible assets and their financial reporting, let us first discuss little about the intangible assets. Intangible assets, as they are not like tangible assets, and they are long lived and they do not have any physical presence. Okay, and the examples are goodwill, patent, copyright, franchisee, etc. Okay, and this intangible assets are finite lived, and they can be infinite lived. Okay, and finite lived intangible asset incur a certain cost or expense or loss every year, and that is shown by the item amortization expense every year on the income statement. And for infinite lived intangible asset, their loss is shown by the item impairment or impairment loss at least once annually. Okay, and intangible asset can be this identifiable and unidentifiable. Identifiable intangible assets can are generally, they are controlled by any firm, they have future economical benefits, and they can be easily separated from the firm. Okay, that is about the identifiable. Whereas unidentifiable intangible asset cannot be purchased separately, they generally come into the picture when any mergers or acquisition takes place. Example is goodwill. Okay, so that is about the unidentifiable intangible asset. Now let us see the particular intangible assets and their how they are reported, or they are reported in the financial statements. Okay, so let us first see the research and development cost. A research cost is the one which is incurred by a firm when it does any test or experiment for further scientific or technical knowledge, okay, and understanding of the of its future products. Okay, so this research costs are expensed as incurred, and development cost are the cost that are incurred to further take ahead of the research. That is, if any research is done, then its further course of action will be development. So the development cost, they are also expensed as incurred, and under US GAAP they are both are shown as expensed as incurred. And another is software development cost. As firms, they create or they create the software and sell it to other firms, and this software are the software costs are expensed as incurred until the testing is established, and the feasibility testing is established, but post that they are capitalized. Okay, so that is about the software development cost. Now we will see the purchased intangible asset. Any intangible asset that is purchased at its fair value is shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. If an intangible asset is purchased in group, then the fair values are shown with respect to the individual asset. Okay, but during any analysis, the analyst is more interested to know about the asset, the nature of the asset type, than the price of the particular intangible asset or the group of intangible assets. That is about the purchased intangible asset. Now we will see the intangible asset that are obtained during business combination. Acquisition method is the one which is generally considered for the business combination. When any firm is acquired, then the price of the fair value of the firm that is acquired, which is equal to the which takes into consideration both the assets and liability, but there will be some price that will be beyond their fair price. Okay, then and that beyond price is known as the goodwill, and we have already discussed that it is the unidentifiable intangible asset. So this happens only when the business merger or acquisition takes place. So this is about the intangible asset and the financial reporting of the intangible assets like goodwill or this acquisition of the company, and then the purchased intangible asset, then the research and development cost. Thank you very much.